Well, I think I'm ready to actually do some work on this plane again. It's been, let me look at the volume. Everything seems to be working. Good. So we're getting a recording. And I'm streaming at the same time. Even though I don't think anybody is watching. But, whatever. Okay. So I have not been working on this for quite some time. It's been a couple weeks, I think. Just some things going on, personal health things, but not me personally, just people that I'm close to have some things going on, so that, and work, and so anyway, we're just doing this for the first time in, I think, 2 weeks. So what we need to do today is test all the electronics, which means I have to finish wiring up the LEDs. So this is the part that's going to, maybe we should switch views. What is it, 3? Yeah, maybe it was 3. No, it was 4. No, it was 2. There we go. Let's do that. So yeah, this LED connector is ready at this end, but here where we're wiring the data channel, which is this yellow wire, we need to, I'll zoom in a little. This camera sucks. Okay. We need to figure out the routing. And so it's kind of complicated because we have other parts in this. So, like for example, this is the box of all this stuff. So let's see, we got the motor. So I made a new cover for this that will fit on a little better, I'm hoping. It's still not the best, and this idea might not be great. It doesn't seem to be touching it. I think I have enough clearance. So, we're just so not even looking at this. I so don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, so I made a new piece here on a 3D printer. Printed a new piece. So we need to change that. That's another thing we need to do. Yeah. Here it is. So this is yet another part of this that needs to be wired in. So the first thing we have to do is get this off of this one, because that is too small and too janky, these little extenders. So we're going to take us some alcohol. I might have to open a new one. Oh, I got some. Okay. And we're going to change my glasses so I can see close up. And we're going to drop a few drops in there where the glue was glued in. And that will help me release that off of there, just like that. I'm going to let that dry. And we'll get the glue off of this. Maybe we'll use this one for something else. I'm not going to bother getting the glue off of that. Okay. So this one is going to get glued onto this one. Like so. So what we need to do is figure out the routing of this. That's going to be in there approximately like, let's get all the rest of the pieces. It is taking me forever to build this thing. Just keep thinking, okay, the GPS is plugged in. I've started to plug in the electronics into there, and that's not really such a good idea. Well, it is, because I'm going to test it without putting this on. But let's just see. Okay, it's just going to be right up against there. Okay. So we just need to stick something underneath here. Like this. There we go. Yeah. And that's going to go in there like so. This is going to get connected to that. That's going to get stuck in there. This is going to come out and go to where my diagram says, which I think is S1, which would be that one. I'm not going to plug it in quite yet. This is the... Oh, this is S1. Never mind. This goes into this. Like so. That is jank. That is not good. Uh-oh. What am I going to do? That's not a nice tight... I wonder what up with my... I might even dribble some solder on here. Thicken that up a little bit so it sticks in better. In fact, we're going to do that. We're going to tin these little things a little bit. Yeah, let's see if we can get where we're working. There we go. Because that is just too easy to go in and out. Too easy. Okay, but that is where that goes. Okay, so that's going to go there. And the lights are going to go on there. Like so. We're not going to stick them on, but they'll be about right like that. Going also in there. So we have this. And I got to see... Oh, here's what we need to do. Multimeter. Which one of these two pins is in and out? What a shitty focus. Okay. So, let's move this back a little bit. Because let's see, how are we going to do this? We have also another in and out here somewhere. This side. I think I want to start here. So this is out. This out from this one will go to the in of this one. So what we're going to have to do, let's plan ahead and not get ourselves stuck. Let's draw us a little diagram of how we want this to work. Which means I have to find a piece of paper and one of my pens. There's always one, and I just can't believe there's actually one. I think that 1 is me. So that means 0. Okay, so we have our wing. Like so. And we have on the left side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this wiring order is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it's going to go to the ring. And the ring is how many? Is it 12 or 16? I think it's 16. NeoPixel ring 16. So we're going to have 16. Let's draw 16 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, that's not enough. So we have, let's say that's the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's going to be number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that ring is 5 through 20. Then it's going to come out of that and go in to this one, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That should be the way that our plain LEDs are wired. Which means that the data cable needs to go in here and out there. That's what this is the in. So this in will go to that. And then this will go to this. And then that will go to this. So let's wire that up. It's going to go like, it's going to go from the flight controller to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Then it's going to go to the ring 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to 20. Then it's going to go to this side 20 through 25. Okay, let's put this, label this FT spear. All right, LED. So that helps us a little bit. Get this organized. So what we're gonna do, look at this beautiful prop that I'm gonna put on here, APC. It's not quite master air screw, but it sure is better than a lot of other props. Okay, that was I digress. So from the flight controller to this. So let's get all these other things out of the way. All this gets out of the way. From the flight controller to here. So these two are going to get soldered up and joined. So the first thing we need to do is get our sponge wet. And not like that. Paper towels today. So I don't have a faucet handy down here, so I'm not going to go upstairs to get this wet. We'll just do it right there, and that was way too much water, which is why I keep the paper towels around. Okay, so make an idiot of myself. Okay, let's suck it all up, sponge. There. Okay, let's come to life. Might be a little too wet. Don't get any on the plane or on the wiring. Okay. Now we can turn this on. Let's see what tip we have. We have our little tip. We're going to turn off the heater. Oh, and let's get the multimeter and mark the in port. So, very easily we can figure out which of these ones is in and out by using our continuity tester. Data out. Oh, let's data out. Should be one of these two. It's this side. And then data in should be that side. Come on, touch. Yep. Alright. So let's start this side with the data input side. We will mark with a mark like that. And that one will correspond to, oh, not that. Never mind. And we'll verify it. Data input. Yes. Okay, and we're going to turn our temperature down too. Okay. Why is this not working? What? Okay, enter. Three. Okay, let's go way down. Set my soldering iron to 390. And we're going to, oh, we don't have any solder over here. Solder. I know, we say solder in the United States. That's great. Don't be a hater. I'm trying to learn the right way to say it. Okay. And let's first just dab a little on these, not that, the S1s, the S1 connector. Let's stick that over here. Thank you. And this is probably, it'll thicken it up a little bit. I'll make it stick in the connector better. Put a little solder on it. I'm hoping. Let's see. It's got the ESC connector. S1 ground that way. Oh yeah. That's better. Much, much better. Okay, let's get us some heat shrink. We need a little piece of heat shrink for this first one. I'm trying to get to the point where I can plug in the flight controller and see if these LED lights work. That is for sure. And it's been so long since I worked down here, I forgot I made a little doohickey over here, which you probably can't see, with my 3D printer. And that doohickey, oh, just lost the heat shrink. And it's gone. Here it is. Oh, and there goes my mic. Welcome back, Mike. The microphone got blasted off. Okay. That really isn't long enough. That was a little too short of a cut. Make it like that. That's going to go on there. And these two are going to get joined together. I'm going to try to do it without unraveling too much of that. So how are we going to get this thing to behave? Soldering is so fiddly. Let's see if we can stick this down onto here, like so. And then let's tin that up. I don't know if you can see this or not. Oh, our tip is a mess here, folks. Let me see if I can. I may have to get out the flux. Oh, that seems to be working a little bit. Spread that rosin around. It's getting better. And I should have the fan going too. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's much better. Let's get this tinned up. If your soldering iron isn't good, isn't nice and shiny, if the tip isn't nice and shiny, then the shit's not going to work. That's for sure. Okay. Let's see if we can get this where I'm going to be able to stick it together. Like so. If I can just get it out a little. There we go, like that. Let's get this out of the way. And let's cut that off just a little bit. I Am I being a perfectionist? Yes. But many parts of this project I haven't been a perfectionist, so I'm making up for it. Okay. I don't like where this wire is coming from. Oy, 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 oy. I'll put that over there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Looks good. Okay, so now this and this needs to be tinned up too. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to put connectors on these, I think, because this is what's coming out of here. Oh. Oh, never mind. That's all okay, I think. All right, this is going to go. Again, this is going to be way in there. So fucking complicated, isn't it? That's going to be out there. What are we going to need? That's going to be going the in port. I'm going to cut this off about right here. And we'll put a connector on there. To get the whole thing down because I can't see. Alright, that is going to be one of these. We're going to need two of these. One. We have very few left. Gonna have to make a Palulu order. So, drop something. I dropped the mails. Where'd they go? I'll never be able to find them. Here they are. Oh, with these glasses. Very hard. Very, very difficult to find. Have I turned this off? Am I not getting... Oh, we are getting audio. Okay. I mean, it's not like I would have anybody tell me since nobody's watching. Okay. We're going to have one of these doohickeys, and we're going to mark this also with an inside. In being whichever side is the data input to the other one, which is the output from the first side. Okay. Very confusing. So what I think we'll do is we're going to take this wire and we're going to add it to this wire and we're going to put those into that connector. Okay, so we will need our strippers. This side we're going to strip too. We'll do that later. Okay, let's tin this up. And let's get a piece of heat shrink. That should be good enough. We don't have to put it on first. Alright, let's see if we can stick these two guys together. No, that is not a good joint. My hand is just too shaky. Ah! Shit. Okay, let's do this again. Let's stick this to this. So it has less chance of moving around. And then I can just have one shaky hand. I'm telling you, soldering this little shit is very fiddly, and I've never gotten good at it. But I do it all the time. Ah, my goodness. What's going on here? Okay, this isn't tinned up. Holy shit. This is weird. Alright, that is not the best, but it's just a data signal for lights. Let's not get over. Okay. So now that will go on there. Like so. And then these two will get connectors. So how do we do these connectors? Very carefully. So the way these things work is you strip off a little bit of the wire. About that much. That's like 3, maybe 4 millimeters. You do not tin these things. Then you take that, and you get it in there. I should probably have this zoomed way in. Oh my god. And you take your, I can't see you guys. You take your thing like that, and you make sure it's pinched in there. Yeah, and then you need to get that right on the edge there. Okay, did we get it? I think we did. So then we put that on that one we want to match up with this silver one, which is the in, and this is the out. So we're going to put the out on the silver one on this side. Okay, we got it in there. So now this, oh my god, this camera view sucks. Okay, and that's going to go like that. So now we do the other side. And just the same. we strip it. Let's turn off our soldering iron. For now. It's nice and clean. Okay. We strip it about 3 to 4 millimeters. Then we take our little piece and we get the jacket where the jacket pinchers are, the plastic jacket. And what I like to do to help me out is I take my pliers and I just give it a slight little pinch. That holds the jacket in there so that it doesn't fall out, and you can hold the whole thing with one hand like this very easily. Then you get it so that the little jacket clips are just inside the edge of the die, and you pinch it down. And if everything has gone right, you haven't destroyed the little socket, then that goes into our little connector. And these ones don't, even though they're all from Palulu, because I'm using this thick gauge wire, it doesn't go in so easily. Okay, so now we're going to test. See if we connect. Okay, good connection. Good solid connection there. So that's it. That is the wiring of the lights. Then this thing goes to the LED. And in order to sort out where the LED goes and where the signal 1 goes, oh, we already have signal 1 socked in. Never mind. We don't have to worry about signal 1. Okay. So basically we have all the electronics hooked up here. Oh, no we don't. We have the video transmitter. And the video transmitter, green, is the smart audio, which is going to go into that, where is it, ST1 port, which is right there. So this is going to go into the, so the LED, oh, I can see the LED's label. Oh, and we also haven't dealt with the power from this. I think that was a mistake on my part. We're going to have to get power from somewhere. I'm going to get it probably from one of the servos down there, maybe. Okay. But I can see that the VTX is going to go here. Like so. And the LED is going to go there, like so. Okay, we need power and we need this. So apparently I hooked up the power except for didn't take in consideration these 2 power wires. So the first thing we're going to do is twist them up like so. It's going to be a pain in the butt, and we'll figure out how long we want them. Keep in mind this thing used to be on something else, and that's why these wires are on here like this. I think it was a quadcopter. So I probably first soldered these wires up back in 2014. So what we're doing here is we're twisting the wires. Just helps keep everything clean, and I think it also helps reduce interference. Now, I did think about something since the last live stream also, and that is that I have not put on any caps on this system. There are no capacitors. I usually put a low ESR on my FT Aero iNav build, which has basically the same or very similar components to this. I have two count them, 1000 microfarad low ESR genuine Panasonic capacitors. I would wholly recommend that you do that on every build. So what am I going to do about that? I have no idea. We're going to just wait and see what kind of video noise we get. And if we get a lot of video noise, well, we're going to have to... See, the thing is, in order to get capacitors on here, the whole thing, the whole flight controller is going to have to come out. Oh my God, this camera. This tripod, I should say, is such a piece of shit. I have this thing on the shittiest tripod possible in the world. This like a $20 piece of crap. Okay, there's the flight controller. And the capacitors would be soldered. On my other build, I soldered one capacitor where the battery leads went and one capacitor where the ESC leads went. That I would have to tear this whole thing out, and it would have to take it all apart and do the whole, basically, yeah, so I'm not going to do it on this one. I totally forgot. Okay, so what we have to do with this is cut this off at about, well, really it just needs to go to ST1. Let's sit down and verify the wiring for a second. So let's see, we'll go to the desktop eventually here and bring up a browser. So our browser, let's bring up the Maytech. There we go. Here, do that. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. Maytech. I think that's our link right there. Tab ID 4. Okay. So here is our oh, we had that view too. Okay, here is our situation. So ST1 goes to the VTX. Yes. So now let's look at our 5-volt situation. We probably could get it from here. For our LEDs. That's right next to that, and we're not going to be using the buzzer. And we could get it from the airspeed. I have an airspeed sensor, and I was actually thinking of adding it to this, but no, we're not going to do that. We should take a look at the airspeed sensor though. So we're not doing an LED or OLED, and we're not doing airspeed sensor. So we can definitely, excuse me, do the 5 volts right there. So that means we're going to have to make yet another connector. Or just take yet another servo cable and solder it to the end. I'm starting to run out of those connectors. So I need to be careful. And here's one that's already been cut up. So let's do this one. We will do this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some connecting here. Jesus, I got to change my glasses again. Okay. We'll do this part first. Let's turn the soldering iron back on. And we're going to get a little stripper action on the end of these. I think these are 24 or 26. Oh, by the way, we have a snow day today. That's why I'm not working. Okay, let's fix this up. So we're going to tin these up. Okay. Then we're going to cut that off just a wee bit. Okay. Then we're going to look at this. What a mess. I've even got this tangled up in here. That is brilliant. Let's turn that off. Get this knot in there. Okay, let's turn it back on. Never mind, turning it off. Okay. So let's put our... I should plug in the glue gun too. Plug in the glue gun, ladies and gentlemen. It should be noted that I have a lot of work to do on this plane still. I haven't made the tips, the winglets. I have to cut out the winglet for the R9 antenna. I have to put the formers in, I have to glue down the wings, but before we do any gluing of anything on this airframe, we need to get all the wiring completed and checked out, because I'm worried about these LEDs in here. So we're going to do this one here too. We're going to cut that off right there. Are we even in here? Should I do 2? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to strip this. About 3 millimeters, 3 to 4 millimeters. Oh, I'm stripping the wrong one. Strip this. 3 to 4 millimeters. Then we're going to take our, we have exactly, oh, we have several left, 8 more. Okay, but sometimes I screw them up. I have to cut it off. Oh, that one's a little damaged. So what are we going to do? We're going to try to stick it in there. Just like it is. Nope, let's spread it apart a little bit. This is why I didn't clip my nails before this building session. As gross as they may be, there's a method to the madness. Oh man, I can't put anything in there. We're going to have to save that one for later and do another one that's not so squished. Sorry. Okay. Get my seat back. My back is hurting. Old age, kids. It sucks. Okay, I'm going to say 4 millimeters is too long. 3 millimeters is how much you should cut these things off. Strip them. Before you slip it in the connector. Okay, here we go. We get this right at the edge. Looks like a good one. Okay, so we need a single. We need a single. And here's a single. So what we do is we take this, we stick it in there. Make sure it stays in. Okay, so there's our VTX. There is our video signal, our LED signal. So the next is the power. These two power. So we're just going to cut this off here. And we'll solder this onto that. Get rid of that. And then we're going to strip these. Three millimeters. 4 millimeter. We're soldering this one, right? Yes, we are. So we're going to join these up. So a little bit longer than if you were putting it in a connector. Okay. We're going to tin these up. Is this even on the screen? No. I'll tin these up. I've been farting around off screen for how long? I don't know. Long time. Oh my god, these are solid. This is back in the, you can tell this is from 2014. These are solid core. That's why they felt so funny. Okay. We're going to be cutting off in just about 10 minutes. I think, because it's almost 1 o'clock. Yeah. Pause for 1 second. Had to converse upstairs for a minute. Okay. Back to where we are. We're almost ready to stop for now, and we'll do another live stream in a little bit, but it's time to take a short break. There's a few things that need to be taken care of upstairs. So, but for now, let's see if we can get these two things connected together. Get this one out of the way. Get some solder ready. Solder. Get some solder ready. And let's see if we can connect these two together. It's a janky connection. I will totally admit to that. That one's a little better. After I cut that little bit off. Okay, I'll heat shrink that. Oh, I didn't just cut through, no. Okay. We are basically at the point where we're going to get ready to plug this thing in to the battery again, but this time with all the electronics installed. I have plugged it into the battery and it did not short circuit before. Not all the electronics. We still haven't plugged in the servos or the cameras, but we are at a point where we can at least program the LEDs through beta iNav configurator. And where is that view? I don't know. Why isn't this thing working? Hello. 1, 2, 3. No. 6. No. That one. Thank you. So we're almost at the point where we're going to plug this thing in, but I do have to go upstairs and deal with this. So we're going to have another live stream, since it's a snow day, later this afternoon at about 1:15. At about 2:15. So peace out, everyone. Over and out. And thanks for not watching, because nobody did, but I don't expect it to. I don't have very many subscribers. I do not have all the things. So, but I do enjoy this thoroughly, and I would like to spread the knowledge if I have any to spread, or have questions answered if I have any questions. I think my volume has been way too loud this whole time. Now that I can see the meter, this should have been plugged down a little bit like that, at the very least. So my apologies for anyone who's been watching or will watch the recorded thing. But okay, anyway, so we're about ready to plug all the lights into the flight controller. They're all wired up. We have the GPS wired up. We have the receiver wired up. We have the VTX wired up. We have the ESC wired up. We'll see which way the motor's turning. We will do all those things in the next installment, part 5, which will be in about 1 hour from now at about 2 p.m., 2:15 we'll say. 2:15. Keep going in front of the camera. 2:15 Central Time. Over and out.